What do Arctic warfare, amphibious assaults and sneaking up on the dead of night have in common? That's right, the Royal Marine Commandos. They're elite, they're adaptable and they're getting paid over £25,000 while you're snoozing your alarm. Let's start with the basics then. The Royal Marine Commandos are the UK's elite amphibious infantry. Think of them as the commandos that live in the sea, fight on land and vanish in the fog like ninjas with a bootneck accent. They were founded in 1664, yes, back when people wore wigs and fought with muskets. Originally raised as the Duke of York's and Albany's Maritime Regiment on foot, they have been causing problems for the King's enemies ever since. Fast forward today and they are part of the Royal Navy, but operate a little differently. You will often find them leading from the front on deployments, boarding pirate ships off the Horn of Africa, or freezing their bits off in the middle of Norway practicing for World War Snowball. The backbone of the Royal Marines is 3 Commando Brigade. And it's not just a cool name, 40 Commando. Based in Norton Manor Camp in Taunton, these guys are often used for high readiness tasks, the first to fight type role. 42 Commando, based in Bickley Barracks, Plymouth. These guys specialise in maritime operations. Ship to objective movement, think fast boarding, raids and the sharp end. 4-5 Commando, based Royal Marine Condor, Arbroath, Scotland. These guys are your Arctic warfare specialists. If it's cold and miserable, 4-5 are probably loving it. Commando Logistic Regiment, based in Chivenor. They keep everything moving, from ammunition, fuel, food and everything else you can name. 30 Commando Group, based in Stonehouse Barracks. These are the brains behind the operations. Intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance. They spot the enemy so the rest can smash them. And let's not forget the support arms, your Royal Engineers, Royal Artillery that deploy all alongside 3 Commando Brigades. These are your Army Commando qualified troops. So how do you become a Royal Marine Commando? First, you have to pass the Potential Royal Marines course, PRMC. If you survive that, you're off to 32 weeks of the longest military basic training in NATO at CTCRM Lympston, Devon. It's brutal. Mud, hills, log runs, beaches, sand and plenty of shouting. But when you finish and you pass all those tests, you get to wear the green beret and a bit of bragging rights. From day one then, you're paid £25,000. This can then move up to around £36,000 for a corporal, £41,000 for a sergeant and £56,000 plus for warrant officers. That's not too bad for being able to eat cold rations, crawl through rivers and have 4 showers a day. Breaking down the rank structure then, pretty simple. Marine from day one, from recruit to Marine. You then go to Lance Corporal, Corporal, Sergeant, Colour Sergeant. If you're lucky enough, you might make your way to Warrant Officer Class 2 and then Warrant Officer Class 1, the Regimental Sergeant Major. You could go the officer route then. Start on a salary of approximately £31,000 and then work your way onwards. Second Lieutenant, Lieutenant, Captain, Major, possibly Lieutenant Colonel and Colonel. Once you've earned that green lid then, you can then branch off into different specialist roles. It's not just a case of running around with rifles all the time. Sniper, long range, high precision. Heavy weapons, the big guns, 50 cals, GMGs, grenade machine guns. Javelin, anti-tank missile, signals, communications, keeping the battlefield connected. If you really want to push yourself and be a sick person, then you become a mountain leader, the elite of the elite when it comes to the Royal Marine Commandos. What about a landing craft operator or even going into recce troop? And if you really want to push yourself, fancy wearing a vest and gelling your hair every day, you can become a Royal Marines physical training instructor, a PTI. Let's just talk about today's sponsors, the UK's #1 military supplement company, Combat Fuel. If you want whey protein, creatine, multivitamins, omega-3s and so much more, and you want to guarantee 100% CDT pass while serving in the military or any other sports, then head over to Combat Fuel and use code CH15 for 15% off. Trust me, they've got your back and they have got you covered. Secondly then, Combat Ready HQ coffee. Some of the best coffee on the market. If you want to stay focused, give yourself that caffeine kick, whether it's in the morning, getting ready for the gym, out on exercise or operations, then we've got you covered. Head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk, the link is in the description. Use code FIRSTORDER15 for 15%. Royal Marines been around since 1664, so they've been pretty much everywhere. More recently, you're talking the Falklands War, the Iraq War, Afghanistan, we're talking Sierra Leone, and annually they get to do their annual trip to Norway where you really become a Royal Marine Commando. And then they're constantly doing something. Anti-piracy ops, humanitarian missions, joint training with the US Marines and smashing and killing them out there. Dutch Corps mariners, other allied forces they are working with. Wherever there's trouble, cold weather, snow, you'll find a bootneck. Your career progression then. You can work your way up from Marine all the way through the ranks and through to officer if you want to. You could specialise in one of the roles that we've mentioned. But if you really want to test yourself and push yourself, you can put yourself forward for UK Special Forces selection and attempt to become part of the Special Boat Service, which is majority made up from Royal Marines and years ago only actually selected from the Royal Marines. A few extra things you can get then: get your driving licence, get your HGV licence, possibly your tracked wheel H licence. You can even get some MVQs to help you later on in life when you get into civilian street. You don't join the Royal Marines for the pay though, even though it does help to get paid every month. You join to become part of something brutal, brilliant, and built on 350 years plus of elite soldiering history. Once a bootneck, always a bootneck. So if you're thinking about joining, you need to know this: it's not easy, but it will be worth it. You'll be pushed, tested, and then you'll be transformed. From Iraq to snow-covered fords in Norway, the Royal Marines don't just turn up, they can take over. Smash the like button if you've learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe for more military breakdowns, and if you've served in the Corps, then please do comment below and let us know your thoughts. Remember, never be beaten. Catch you soon.